Hi everyone. Welcome to our second week of e-learning. Miss Bridget and I just want to tell you how much we miss your beautiful faces. We hope everyone is staying healthy and staying safe. We hope you are able to get outside and enjoy some sunshine and some fresh air. We will be continuing our spring theme for the second week. In school, parents, we always talk about our five senses, and we really try to incorporate all of the senses in most of the activities that we do with our kids. So we encourage a lot of visual activities where we are using our sense of smell, our sense of taste if possible, even just maybe rubbing a little taste of something on their lips if they can't actually eat something. We're incorporating activities that involve our hearing, touching and feeling. So we do have a sensory-based classroom, so that's why we really try to incorporate all of our senses in all things that we do with the kids. So for our second week of e-learning, we're continuing, like I said, our spring theme, going outside, enjoying some fresh air. And when you're out there with your child, point out some of the things that you are looking at, things that you're hearing, maybe birds chirping, look at some squirrels, see if we can find some things. I know last week we posted some scavenger hunts. We'll continue to do that. And incorporate a lot of our pre-academic skills that we do throughout the day. Talk about counting. If you're outside, count some flowers. How many flowers do we see growing? What colors do we see outside? Now that we're in spring and things are beginning to bloom, point out the new grass growing or the new leaves, the leaf buds on our trees. So all of this is really good. It's things that we would be doing in school. Talk about the clothes we wear outside. Even though we are in spring, sometimes we do have some colder days, so we may still need to wear hats to keep our ears warm and gloves to keep our hands warm. So those are all of the things that Miss Bridget and I do in our circle time at school. And so for this second week, we'd like to just keep that going. So with that being said, we will be moving on to our story of the week. Last week, I know Miss Bridget read the story Pout Pout Fish, which was a great book. And this week, we're going to be reading a story called Over in the Meadow. And this is a story that incorporates counting. So we're going to be discussing numbers 1 through 10. And parents, feel free as we listen to the story. We can listen to it once. You can go back and play it as many times as you want for your child. Try to incorporate the counting skills 1 through 10. We can also talk about counting, forwards 1 through 10, counting backwards 10 down to number 1. Counting on their fingers would incorporate a sensory activity with this. And when you go outside, you could even play this story outside if you are able. Play it on a phone if you can, and talk about some of the animals that we're going to meet in our story. So this is a story called Over in the Meadow. It is one of my personal favorites and a favorite of my own children. I remember reading this to them and singing it to them. So it brings back a lot of memories for me. But this is also good because this can be found on YouTube. So what you would do is go on YouTube, search Barefoot Books. It's BAREFOOT BOOKS, and you will see a playlist of all the various barefoot books that are also songs. So this is great because it also incorporates, like I was talking about before, our sense of hearing. So we can read the story, we can listen to the story, and doing the counting on our fingers is also a sensory activity for them. So, without further ado, our story, Over in the Meadow. This story, parents, just a side note, when we read stories to the students in school, we always try to incorporate the things we see on the front cover and on the back cover. So if you are able to find this book, feel free to read it to them. But just so you know, that's why we're talking about this. We discussed the author, the illustrator. So the author of our story, Over in the Meadow, is Susan Reed. And our illustrator is Jill McDonald. So Jill McDonald is the illustrator. She drew the pictures. And Susan Reed is the author. So she wrote the words. Here we go, Over in the Meadow. And as you can see, our first few pages has our numbers 1 through 10. We're going to be meeting some spring characters, some spring animals in this story too. So let's look and listen and see if we might learn some new animals. We might meet some ones that we've seen before. So let's keep our eyes open and our ears open. Here we go. Over in the Meadow. Over in the meadow, in the sand and the sun, lived a bumpy mother toad and her little toady one. Wink, said the mother. I wink, said the one. So they winked and they blinked in the sand in the sun. So here are some toads, a mother toad and her one baby toad. Over in the meadow where the sky gleams blue lived a woolly mother sheep and her little lammies too. Baa, said the mother. Wee baa, said the two. So they baaed and they ran where the sky gleams blue. You see the two little lambs and their mama sheep? Over in a meadow, in a hole in a tree, lived a smooth mother robin and her little robins 3. Sing, said the mother. We sing, said the 3. So they sang and they chirped in a hole in the tree. I bet we've all been hearing, we've all been using our sense of hearing to listen to the birds sing outside, right? It is such a pleasant sound. Over in the meadow, in the reeds on the shore, lived a spiky mother muskrat and her little muskrats 4. Dive, said the mother. We dive, said the 4. So they dived and they burrowed in the reeds on the shore. Here we are, number 5. Over in the meadow, in a snug beehive, lived a fuzzy mother bee and her little bees 5. Buzz, said the mother. We buzz, said the 5. So they buzzed and they hummed in the snug beehive. And I bet as spring goes on, we're going to be seeing a lot more of our bee friends outside. Over in the meadow, in a nest built of sticks, lived a shiny mother crow and her little crows 6. Caw, said the mother. We caw, said the 6. So they cawed and they called in their nest built of sticks. Now, for those of you that don't know, a crow is a kind of a bird. Same with the robin. So we've met 2 kinds of birds in this story, robins and crows. Over in the meadow where the grass is so even, lived a furry mother mouse and her little mousies 7. Squeak, said the mother. We squeak, said the 7. So they squeaked and they sniffed in the grass soft and even. Look at those cute little mice. Over in the meadow by the old mossy gate lived a scaly mother lizard and her little lizards 8. Bask, said the mother. We bask, said the 8. So they basked in the sun by the old mossy gate. Over in the meadow where the stream water shines lived a slippery mother fish and her little fishes 9. Swim, said the mother. We swim, said the 9. So they swam and they leapt where the stream water shines. Look at those cute little fish swimming in the blue water. Over in the meadow in a sly little den lived a hairy mother spider and her little spiders 10. Spin, said the mother. We spin, said the 10. So they spun lacy webs in their sly little den. I bet if you go outside, we might see some spiders spinning some webs. The end. Now on these 2 pages, we have pictures of all 10 of the animals we met in our story, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? We met sheep and muskrats. That's a new animal most of us haven't seen before. We met 2 kinds of birds, robins and crows, right? We met fish and lizards and bumblebees, all sorts of things. So when you go outside, I hope, like I said, I hope you're able to explore the fresh air and the sunshine. See if you can find some of our animals that we met in our story. Miss Bridget and I would love families if you could snap some pictures of your child and enjoying the fresh air and the sunshine. And if not, if we're not able to go outside, that's okay too. You do what you can. We would still love to see some pictures of our little ones. We miss them so much. We hope everyone is doing well. We love you, we miss you, and we really hope we're together again very soon. Parents, feel free to always reach out to Miss Bridget and I via Remind or email. And we are always more than willing to answer questions. If you would like to know how to incorporate your child's specific IEP goals to activities that you're able to do at home, please let us know. Thank you so much, and everyone stay safe and stay healthy. We love you. Bye-bye.